Yeah. Cheers everybody. 20th of June. What I'm doing is I've just pulled a few handles here on the table. I'll show you those there. I did those earlier. You probably want to do those depending on the humidity in your atmosphere where you live. You probably want to do those anything from 20 minutes to 2 hours ahead of time. So you get them just to set up a bit and stiffen off a little bit. So what we're going to be doing is these are these small pictures that you saw me in the last video do. What I need to do is, and this is just as it's come off the wheel head, you'll see here the bevel, that slight bevel on the corner there, which I put in with my throwing stick. That's going to make it easy for me now to come along and thumb these off. So you just have a damp sponge, okay, and just simply literally run your thumb around that bevel like that, and that's it. There's nothing more to do. Now with these, I was thinking I might, as per this one, you'll see around the base there, it's got those indentations. So I'm thinking that with some of these I'm going to do that. So in this case, okay, let's take my knuckle and we're just going to push it in there like that. So these are just a little bit nicely soft there around the base where I'm pushing with my knuckle. Yeah, it's just a decorative. It's just another form of impressing the clay, isn't it? Because we like to impress, do we not? Yes, we do. So, in line with the handle there, I'll put another one there as well. Okay, so just gone all the way around with those, like that. Alright. Next thing, what we're going to do is dip your finger, put it right opposite the spout there, and just scratch it. Now I'm doing it right on the elbow there. Okay, so just scratch and score with a wetted finger. Do not add any other slip. You make the slip from the pot itself. Okay. All right, let's take one of these handles. Yeah, these are okay. Next, knuckle. So hold the handle in your left hand. Use that knuckle to spread the end of that handle. You see what I've done there? Making it wider and giving it a larger point of attachment, and also giving yourself a little bit of clay around the edge there, which you're going to use to join it to the pot. Okay. So now I'm just going to show you lining that up like that, directly opposite. Always do this on a banding wheel. Okay, a couple of fingers behind, and just work that handle with some steady pressure into the body of the pot, pitcher in this case. Once you've got it and you think you've got it nicely attached, what you're then going to do is that little bit of extra clay that we used our knuckle, see what I'm doing now with my finger underneath. Alright, just make that join underneath there, and with the thumb on the top, just run that thumb across the top like that. Now I'm just showing you this up here, up close to the camera, but really try and do this, especially if you're not very adept at doing this, do it down on the banding wheel, okay? At all times, this is vitally important, at all times you've got to maintain that support for the handle, okay? Don't let the handle droop. Otherwise it gets a weakness here and it will never recover. Okay, so holding it to the vertical, dip in the water. Now, let's bring this up to the camera. Are we in the picture? Kind of. Okay, right, so now you refresh the handle by dipping it in the water. Alright, and now I'm re-pulling the handle lightly off of the picture. Now, one thing you can do is, if you have a little bit of a thumbnail, okay, use that thumbnail and drag it down on the left side of the handle and on the right side of the handle. That will leave a spine in the middle, alright, which will serve as a sort of, again, a decorative. So we're going to take my thumb, pull down like that, okay? Take your thumb, dig in and pull down. It's not something to really attempt that if you're not really... First of all, just learn to pull your handles and get them attached nicely. Don't try any fancy stuff. Well, I'm just showing you that just because we're here, you know. Okay, now holding it by the end. Now bring it back to the vertical. You see I'm supporting the handle by holding it there by the end. Now I'll let that come down again. Look for the point of attachment. Now these handles I like to just have them a little bit wider at the bottom there. Yeah, maybe I'll show you that one and get some idea. So down here is where it's a little bit wider, not at the very, very top. Just makes it just makes it nice to grip hold of, I find. Okay, make sure he's straight. Okay, now here what we're going to do is we'll catch a fish. We'll do a fish tail ending like that. Okay, roll your finger underneath like that, you see. That'll make it nice, a nice join there. Okay. Alright, that's about it. Now if I want to do any kind of other, like this one, you'll see he's got these little impressed things in it. I can do that. Now could be a time to do that. Let me see if I've got. What have we got here? I have a box of tricks. Okay, well we've already got a decoration around the base there, so yeah, I've got just a little. Is that the one I used? I'll show you this just while we're here. This is a homemade stamp. You can see how it's made. It's just a strip of clay that is rolled around onto itself and bisque fired. Alright, it's not actually the one I was looking for. I've got another one that's maybe it's in my toolbox. Yeah, maybe not the time to look for it right now, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to use this one. This one will do perfectly well. So I'm going to put my hand down on the inside there, opposite where I'm going to press this. You see? Yeah, it's about there. Okay, so once having pressed it one time, all right. Okay, you want to make sure you do all the others. So another one up there. One down there. I'm just pressing these in. It's just a little detail, isn't it? It's all in the details. It's all in the details, Simon. Yeah. Absolutely. It's the little details, isn't it? Now. Alright. Let's just show you that. Alright, there he is. I try to get them sort of kind of equidistant as much as possible. He's a little bit soft around the top here, the picture. So just to be careful you don't kind of get it bent out of shape. Let's put a put your seal on. Put USA just underneath there like that. There it is. Alright, that is it. Now when this one, now you see with this other one that I did, I ran a thing up the back of the handle there, you see, a roller wheel. But I can't do that at this stage with this one because it's too soft, but you know, later I might be able to do that. Let's do one more quickly. Put it down on a clean wear board, okay? Alright, so first thing is thumb off. You see, this is where you find out if you did a good job with your throwing and finishing off at the foot, because now you're going to come along and it's either going to be quick for you or it's going to be a hassle, depending on how well you did that stick. Use the throwing stick. You know how you sticked it off. If you made a pig's ear out of it, well, you're going to have work now then later, you know. So it's better to learn how to do it properly the right time, the first time I mean. Okay, so scratch here with a wet finger and make the slip there. Okay, don't make it too, don't churn it up too much and make too much of a mess of it. You can have too much slip, you see. If you have too much slip, the handle is slipping and sliding and squirming around everywhere, and you're going to have a job then to get it to attach. Okay, knuckle, let's do this here on the. Now I want you all to do this, okay? Practice these things that I'm telling you. Alright. Okay, so we've made the handle there wider by using our knuckle to fashion the end like that. Okay, now holding it, now keep it down on the banding wheel. Okay, right opposite the pouring lip here. And now using my index finger on the underside, make that join. Now using my thumb across the top like this, also make the join. Keep it always supported. Okay? And if you do it like I'm showing you, you'll find, you see that handle is stuck on there now. Alright. Let's just pull this. Now somebody may say, well Simon, why do you bother to pull it? Why not just get a lump of clay, stick it on the side of the pot and pull it off all together, all in one? Well, that is another way of doing it. You can do it like that, and some people do their handles by attaching a sort of nub of clay to the side of the pot and then doing all of the pulling in one. See, I'm doing the pulling in two stages, if you could say. Okay, there it is, pulling down. All right. Make a little ridge down the back. Yeah, I'm doing my my handling by first pulling the handles, which is very quick to do, and letting them just set up a bit. Okay, now bring that down. Find a point of attachment. There. That. Check that he is straight. You don't want to put him very easy. I've done it myself, I don't know, more times than I care to tell you, but I've done it myself, put him on crooked. Alright, so you just saw me there. That handle, this is something that is a little useful tip for you. After you pulled the handle like I just showed you and attached it, the handle is wet. Well, if you want to do a fishtail ending on a pot, on a handle on a pot, you can't really do it very well if the clay is wet. Okay, because when you try to smear the clay away, because it's wet, your finger slips over the surface of the clay and doesn't allow you to push the clay away in a nice fishtail. So when it's shiny and wet like that, so you're just going to take your index finger, okay, and you're just going to wipe it over like that once. Alright, and now it's not like that, now it's dry looking. Okay, so now with my right thumb here, apply some pressure in the middle to the right side, apply a little bit of pressure and then smear away like that. See? So you take the clay with you. Alright? Now again, turning it like that, you take that finger, apply some pressure. Now we're upside down now, but it doesn't matter. Apply some pressure, okay, and then take that thumb, slide it off to the side. Okay. Right. Little tail here. Just rip him off. Yeah, rip him off. Okay. Right, now on this one, let's do it different. Only thing is I may just have to clip my thumbnail a little bit, because you can't really do this if your thumbnail is too long. So what I'm going to do with this one, I'm going to do some thumb impressing on the base here. Okay, so let's see now. Got to leave it though soft enough to be able to do this, you see, because got to be careful of that handle there. When you've done that and let me just show that to you. I want to bring it too close, sometimes it goes out of focus, doesn't it? You see that there along the base? That's I saw that on a medieval jug, an old English medieval jug. It's this sort of thing they did. But once you've done that and depressed it, the bottom here along the edge might be a little bit undulated because of the pressure of doing that. So what you want to do is just put them on a flat surface, in this case my banding wheel, and just make sure that the base is... Hello? Make sure that the base is nice and flat. You don't want a picture that rocks around the clock. No, thank you. Right. Seal. Yes. Okay. Personal seal there. USA. We'll just snick him on the underside there. All right. If you haven't got yourself made yet a personal seal, just make one. You know, they're not difficult. All right, so that one I'm not going to do the thing on the side like I did that one there. I don't have to do them all the same. I can vary them, you see. Just for the sake of the length of this clip, I think I'm just going to cut it short there like that. Okay. All right. So I hope that's been helpful to you. Pulling handles is a story all on its own, isn't it? You think you can learn to throw, and then then you go to pull handles and apply handles, and you think, oh my goodness, this is like going back to square one. You know. But just make lots of pots. Make lots of pots, and then you'll have lots of pots to practice on. Your first handles will be a little bit ropey, a little bit. Your first handles may be a little bit not quite as nice as mine, but you'll find that if you just be determined, don't give up, keep going, you'll find that they'll just get better and better and better, and you'll become more adept at doing them. Okay folks, I hope that's been a help to you. Couple of things. One is Leach treadle wheels. If you want a Leach treadle wheel, please write to me. I'm having a new batch made, so that's a possibility. If you want one, I can give you a shipping quote to your zip code, or you can come and pick it up if you are close enough. So that's one thing. The other thing is workshops ongoing through the summer. So if you want to come and join us for a workshop, give us a shout. I'll let you know if the dates that you want is available. Quite a lot of them are. There's spaces, quite a few spaces. You know, the ones that are closer to here now are getting filled up. You know, but the ones a bit further down the road, like August, July, August, September, October, there's plenty of room there, plenty of space. Okay, that's it. Don't forget, keep practicing. That's the secret. And I'll see you in the next video. Okie dokie. Bye for now. Dee 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 dee. Dee dee dee.